was Chamiar, Shinty in Scotland in 1608. A similar game, bandy, was played on ice in England around the same time. Ice hockey developed from stick and ball games that were played in the UK. Some say the very first ice hockey game was played in the early 1800s in Windsor, Nova Scotia, Canada, at King's College School. Students there adapted hurling, an Irish field game, into a game played on ice. The International Ice Hockey Federation cites the first organized ice hockey game was held in Montreal in 1875, between two teams of students from McGill University. Within 10 years, the game in competitive form was taking shape with the onset of McGill University became the tourney's first winner in 1883, over the Montreal Victorias and the Quebec Hockey Club. The Amateur Hockey Association of Canada, AHAC, formed in 1886, lasting 12 seasons. It was during this time that Canadian Governor-General Frederick Arthur, Lord Stanley of Preston, donated a silver cup to be awarded each year to the champion. The first winner was the Montreal Hockey Club, the hockey team associated with the Montreal Amateur Athletic Association. At the turn of the century, the Canadian Amateur Hockey League was established, replacing the AHAC. 1904. With the establishment of the International Professional Hockey League in Houghton, Michigan, and its first team, the National Hockey Association (NHA), was organized a few years later in Montreal. As ice hockey was becoming more popular, the Patrick family constructed two artificial ice rinks in British Columbia, Vancouver and Victoria. The Vancouver rink seated 10,000 people. At the time, this was one of the largest buildings in Canada. A rival organization, the Pacific Coast Hockey Association (PCHA), was created in 1911 by Canadian businessman Joseph Frank Patrick and his sons, Lester and Frank, both ice hockey players at McGill University. During the sport's formative years, PCHA during World War I, and began to decline even further after the NHA disbanded and reformed as the National Hockey League, NHL, in 1917. By 1926, the Patrick family had sold all of its players and teams to the NHL. Scottish and Irish immigrants in Canada, as well as the British Army based there, are said to have begun playing the sport not long after, using a stick and a square wooden block, also based on the Irish game of hurling.